you're lucky, you know? So I do that first, and then I'll sometimes even go to their friends' accounts that have tagged them and look at their pictures to kind of get a vibe of how their friends are. Because really, if they're like really close friends, the people you hang out with are kind of who you're associated with and how you are as a person. So then I kind of pick up their vibe just to kind of like see how this guy is, you know. I try to figure out his interests, his hobbies, what he does in his free time, how he dresses, and stuff like that. And then I go to his following and followers to see if anyone I know follows him or knows him. And sometimes I'll message like that person and be like, hey, like, what do you know about this person? I see you follow them, you know? Usually they'll say something about them, even if it's irrelevant. They'll know something. And then their bio is also very important. And if they're super boring, I just kind of, you know, don't acknowledge their existence after that. So I had 2 guys that had like really crappy profiles in my opinion, and then 2 guys have like past 5 checks. So that's how I kind of figure out everything about everyone. But make sure you do not like any of their pictures because in my opinion that's so weird. Except if it was like recent, like an hour ago or like that day they had posted something. Then you can like it because like clearly it would have popped up on your feed. But otherwise, like, do not like their pictures. Or even say anything about their pictures on their Instagram because that's weird too. But then I was like, okay, what do I truly look at in a guy's profile if I'm going to their Instagram to stalk them and find out more about them? So it gave me the idea to really dig down and tell you guys what girls want to see in a boy's Instagram profile when I get there to stalk you. Because we will stalk you. We're not crazy. It's everyone does it. So yeah, I am going to dig into that. So okay, also, I guess not all girls are the same, but I feel like this is a majority of, like, what girls look for in a boy's profile. I just feel like these are common things that you should have and you shouldn't have, because I'll give you the yes and no's. So, I'm going to also do boys and girls, like what guys look for in girls' accounts, because I talked to one of my guy friends and he kind of helped me out a little bit on this. So for boys and girls Instagram, I think that it is important that your profile is public. And if you really don't feel safe doing that, then you don't have to, of course. But it helps. It just helps like both sides, and I just feel like you get more interest from people if they can see your profile before following you, because then they know to like kind of keep you in like hindsight. And then next, I think always a priority is your name should be in your username. Maybe not your full name, but don't do something like crazy. Like, don't do like, I don't know. Like, don't make your profile name so irrelevant to your name that we would never be able to find it. Like, say your name is Jacob. Don't put it as like trippy basketball player. You know, like something, okay, not exactly that, but like something with not your name in it, you know? Because I think that is so weird in my opinion, but maybe not to other people. But at least have your name, your initials, something in there, because I get that sometimes people's names aren't available. Or like if your name's Jacob and not clearly Jacob usually will not be like available, you could put like 4 J's or like, you know, mess around with it. You always can play around with it, add some things, like get the sense that your name's Jacob, or even have your last name. So then it really gets down. I'm going to dig into boys first. So for a boy's profile, I think, in my opinion, what I look for is where you go to school and your year. So for example, mine would be, for example, UD 2024 or 24, because that's when you graduate. Next, I think that it's okay to have your snap. Don't put like Amos. I hate when people freaking do that. That's so stupid. Put like just SC or snap and then put it there. And I feel like you should really keep your bios low key, but you could also, like, that would be fine. Or you could also maybe add in a link to something you're passionate about, like maybe your sports highlights, a YouTube video that's like to your favorite football team, or a video that is like motivational to you, or like just a YouTube video of some sort that like I think that, or a link to something that you're passionate about. I don't know. It could even just be to like a clothing website or something. But you don't have to have that. Like, if anything, just have your school and your year for sure, and then your Snap if that makes you comfortable. Next, it's in like when you look at a profile, you see your highlights. And I get that not everyone posts on their highlights, but if you do, here are the tabs that I think you should have. Music, like these are just ideas if you do post. I think that you should have like a music tab, maybe a quotes tab, your sports team. Like if you post a lot about like football, then you can have like a football highlight. You could have a gym highlight. And this I honestly think is where it's okay if you have like shirtless pictures. Not every single picture. If I click through this highlight and every single picture of you shirtless, then I'm going to be like, dude, like what the heck, get over yourself. But this is where it's okay to have a couple shirtless pictures here and there to like if you want to show off your transformation or something. Because I think those are things to be proud of because you worked for that, and a lot of people don't have the motivation and can do that. So like transformation pictures are okay here. And also maybe just like highlights of like proud moments or like something that's like you like to do or makes you happy and proud. I think that's okay. So next, when you look at a guy's profile, you see their profile picture, right? Don't you dare put a note like a shirt off mirror picture. Okay? Cut it out. I swear to God, if I have one more guy on Tinder say like follow me on Instagram and he has a shirtless picture, abso-frickin-lutely not am I following you. I am instantly ghosting you. Okay, because I think that's absolutely, you're just looking for attention. That's cringy, okay? It's cringy. Like, what? Please don't do that. No car fish pictures in your profile. All right? You're like your profile picture. Cut it out. I don't care if you're kissing a fish or holding a fish. I really don't. It could be the biggest fish in the world. Cut it out. I don't freaking care about Nemo. I don't care about any catfish. I don't care about a shark. Keep it in your camera roll, all right? And if you're not in a relationship, don't have a girl in your profile picture. Like, that's just, even if she's just a friend, I think that's weird because that gives off bad vibes, and that girl's going to be like, who is that? Automatically. That's just, even if it's your sister, cut it out. Don't, I get it, sibling love. Keep it for the camera roll, you know? No homecoming dance pictures in your profile picture. Cut it out. It's just, that's when you're too dressed up, and that's not like profile pictures are supposed to be like chill and like just like a cool vibe, not like a dress up, try hard picture vibe. No flipping off / crazy gang sign pictures. I don't care if you're in a gang. I don't care. Flipping off is so unattractive in my opinion. Like, what are you trying to do with that? What is that? Why is that a profile picture? Get it out. So here are like some good ones you could use as a profile picture. I'm sorry on hating. A media day picture. Like, you know, if you play a college sport, a media day picture is always cool. I think that's a great one. A selfie with a friend, like that's okay as long as you're like the front person and not a point where you can like barely see your face, you know, because you don't want to give off that weird vibe. You can have a selfie, but not like a cringe one, not like in the mirror selfie, or you know what's cringy and what's not. Don't have like a crazy cringy selfie. A smiling picture is always great. It seems like you're a happy-go-lucky guy, but not like in a scary, creepy way. Like, don't be too smiley and like your eyes too big, because that's just weird. Very odd to me. And then clearly here's an important part too, is your post on Instagram. The more, the better. All right? I'm not saying like 3 times a day. Please do not do that. One time, if you decide to post every day, perfect, fine. But I think at least a guy should have at least 5 to 10 recent pictures. Like, I'm talking within at least like 2020 to 2021. You know, like, have 5 to 10 pictures. More than that would be great. That are like recent. I don't want to see a picture of you from 2019 because you clearly do not look like that. Even like the beginning of 2020 is always a little weird to me. So right now, like, if you're my age or older, don't keep super old pictures on there and then no recent ones. At this point, I feel like you should not have any pictures unless it's like very significant. Like if someone like passed away or like whatever, that post you can keep and like stuff like that. But of you, I feel like you should just delete that. Okay? Like, you don't need pictures from 2019 and later. Like, you don't need that. Just delete them and have more recent pictures, because why would you want someone to see your younger self and in your bad moments? So get rid of those. And then no selfies unless it's like an action picture of you in a sport or a gym progress, you know, whatever. But no selfies, like, of you just like laying in your bed and like selfie and then like post it with like a song quote. In my opinion, I find that super cringy and very weird for a guy, so don't do that. Another thing is, don't post about politics. You can. In just my opinion, I think that I do not want to see that. But if you're very passionate about that and want to do that, go ahead. I just won't be interested in that. A yes to senior pictures. Because I just think, if you're like if you were just recently a senior or like 2 years out of high school, keeping those on there are okay, because that's like kind of like a big time in life, like whatever. Pictures with groups of friends, yes. I think that's fine, because like people can get vibes for your friends, and like clearly your friends are a big part of your life and who you are. So big groups of friend pictures, but don't have them all that, because that's kind of weird. Family pictures, yeah. Why not? I have family pictures, and I've dated guys that have family pictures. I think it's cute to see that they care for their family. Like, that's so nice. Okay, so here's another point on where you can be shirtless on your Instagram and not look like a total douche, is when you're on vacation. But, like, not just you standing there in front of the ocean. That's kind of odd. If you're standing there with, like, a friend or, like, a family member, that's okay. Because clearly if you're the only one, like, wearing a shirt and clothed on the beach on a sunny day and everyone else is in a bathing suit, you look a little weird. So shirtless pictures are okay there. This is a must, is please show your face. Do not have all sunglasses, hat, helmet pictures, because then automatically I go, what is he hiding? What's the matter with his eyes? What's the matter with his hair? His face, he's hiding something. What does he actually look like? Because why are you not showing what you look like? You're clearly hiding something. And then no pictures and videos of you like smoking and drinking, because that's weird. Especially, okay, I guess like if you're my age. If you're 21, like, it's okay to stand there with, like, Corona. But, like, not all pictures and, like, I don't know. I think just standing there, like, smoking pictures, though, are super cringy and kind of disgusting. But, okay, if you're standing at, like, a party setting and you have a red Solo cup in your hand, that's fine. You know? Like, I think I'm completely okay with that, and that's not, like, a turn-off to me. And I don't know. I think those are okay ones for guys. I think those are, like, all of my must and, like, not. But, like, those no's that I have on there, absolutely no's. Like, those are ones that will, like, turn me away from your Instagram right away if I see those. All right? And I'm not trying to hurt your guys' feelings. I'm just telling you my honest truth. If you have some of those that I'm saying no to, delete them. I'm just trying to help